Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. So today's tutorial will be making this gown with buttons in front and strap with straps, okay, and we have a shirt collar connected to it as well. So I'm going to make this a bustier, but you can decide to make it without that. You can make it plain. You can also hold your darts, your bust dart and your waist dart. But this tutorial, I know many of us like to make bustiers for our dresses. So I'm going to make a bustier half scale for this particular strap, and then you can choose whichever one you want to make for yourself. So the first thing we do, I have my basic bodice pattern as usual, and we have the shoulder, the chest, we have the bust point, we have the under bust point, we have our waist line. So once you have achieved this, first you want to do is to go into your shoulder seam line, and you divide what you have on the shoulder seam line by 2. And once you have done that, you'll be connecting what you have from that point to the bust point. After that is done, next is to take your bust radius around. That is your difference between bust point and under bust. Just take it around, like that, okay. So that will give you an idea of where your bust is going to sit. So now we've determined where the bust is going to sit. It's time for us to jump into this tutorial. So this is my natural neckline, which I got with my bust divide by 12. So from the center front line, I'm going to go in by 2 inches, and I'll make a mark. So you can see how I took my measurement on the neckline. 2 inches I make a mark, and my strap from that point is 1.5. So the width of my strap is 1.5 for this dress, and I'm going to connect that width into the armhole, as you can see. And then I'm going to measure my 1.5 accordingly, as you can see right here. I'll just measure my 1.5. So once that is done, I'll just come this way, and I'll just stop at this point because I don't know where my neckline or how my neckline is going to look like at the end of the day. So for the neckline, you can see where the bust is sitting, and of course you will not want to show your bust at this point. So I'll just come on this line, and I'm going to measure 3.5, which is my the bust radius, from the bust point, 3.5, which is the bust radius, as you can see. So for the bust radius, I'll just come up by, let me say, 1 inch or half an inch. So at that half an inch, I'll place my pattern ruler this way, and I need to go up by 1.5, or let me say 1 inch from the chest line, okay. So once that is done, I'll connect what I have right here to that point. I'm trying to create my neckline for this particular dress. So you can see why I have to stop at this point. And I'll flip my ruler from that point into the armhole, as you can see. So this is that. And the next thing I will do is to go in by 0.75 from the center line this way, and another 0.75 from the center line this way. What I'm trying to do is to create my over bust dart. So I'll just go this way, creating my over bust dart like this, as you can see. So what I have here, I'm cutting it off. And because our neckline ran into the armhole, so I'm not replacing anything at all at this point. So next is to contour your under bust. So to contour the under bust, I will go to the under bust line, take my under bust circumference, divide by 4. Whatever I have remaining, I'll put 0.25 here, and I'll put the rest of it right here. And then I'm going to position my pattern ruler as usual to contour what I have right there, and I'll connect this way, and I'm going to connect this way as well. So we are done with this dress and the strap. So the next we will do is to extend the buttons. Remember, we have a button allowance of 1 inch, a button allowance of 1 inch. So I've already made extensions for my button. So this is my buttons, and we are going to cut this 1 inch. As you can see right there on the thumbnail, we have it right into this dress. So I'll just go this way because I'm done with what I have at the front. So we have a detailed video on how to make this particular neckline. That is how to make the collar. Okay, that is the shirt collar. So we are not making any tutorial on shirt collar because we have the video on this channel. So I'll just go into this, and I'll go into this. So we still have our button allowance, and I'll just cut through the neckline as you can see right there. So this is it, and then I'm going to name this up. So up in the sense that we are going to have it when after we have made our collar. That's once you have done your shirt collar, you are going to mark out the positions of where this particular neckline, remember from here to here was 2 inches. So from your shirt collar center front, you measure 2 inches to know where to sew this strap. So this particular dress can actually be technical, but it's something you can do as well. Okay, so right now I'm going to cut the bustier part, as you can see. So this is my bustier part, and I'm cutting into the over bust. So I set this pattern this way, and I come in through here, and I also set my pattern into this, and I go this way to cut off the strap. So this is the strap we have for the other part, and at this point I'll quickly close up my bust dart. So this is my bust dart. I'm closing it up right now. So I'll quickly apply my adhesive on the bust dart area and close up my bust dart. So this is it, people, and that is how to go about this. So what we have here, we are cutting 2 times of everything, 2 times, 2 times. And once you are done sewing this to this comes on this lane. Okay, you can see how it is. So you have to cut and add your seam allowances accurately. So if you don't do that, definitely you might have some issues with this. So make sure you mark out. We are supposed to mark out on the bodice. We are supposed to make an arrow on where this one is cut out. So make sure you make the arrow. So I'm pretending leaving it at this point after it has been joined. Okay, so you can see the neckline. So all you will do is to bring in, prepare your shirt collar. That is the first thing you do. Before you sew in this, you need to prepare your shirt collar, because this is going to be, the shirt collar is going to be, or you can sew everything and the shirt collar can still come at last. Okay, but make sure you mark out how many inches you are going to sew this neckline, so the shirt collar will relax nice and fine for you. So as for the back, you might decide to create any neckline for your back. Okay, you can also follow the same principle we did right here for the back, but for the back is going to be a full back. Okay, what I mean is there is no strap for the back, but you can have a halter neckline for the back. So if you don't know how to go about your halter neckline, we have a detailed video on this channel on how to make a halter neckline for back. So you can scroll through it to learn how to make the back. Okay, but the back is actually simple. It's just a halter neckline which will be turned appropriately. We have our buttons already, so at the center back we'll be closing up the center back. There is no zipper to it. So people, that's how we come to the end of this tutorial, and I believe you learned a lot from this channel. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. Thank you for coming.